Step into the unknown with the shadow frequency and your host, Matt Wilson, as he takes you where the shadows hum.
Hello, seekers of the unknown, and welcome to the shadow frequency. I'm Juniper, your producer, guiding you into the strange and unexplained alongside your host, Matt Wilson. This episode, we're diving into a mystery that bends the rules of time itself. Ancient artifacts that don't belong. Are these relics proof of temporal visitors slipping through the cracks of history? From impossible objects buried in ancient soil to cryptic carvings that defy explanation. Matt's got a wild ride lined up for you, so dim the lights, tune your mind to the frequency of the shadows, and let's step into the abyss together. Take it away, Matt.
Hey everyone, Matt Wilson here, and tonight we're chasing a question that's haunted archaeologists, historians, and conspiracy theorists alike. What if time isn't as linear as we think? Picture this, an ancient Egyptian tomb sealed for millennia, cracked open to reveal a spark plug. Or a 10 million year old rock split apart, exposing a perfectly machined metal cube. These are real cases, folks. Artifacts so out of place they're dubbed OOPArts, or out-of-place artifacts. Tonight, we're asking, are these glitches in the timeline, or evidence of something or someone moving through it? Let's start with the Baghdad Battery. Discovered in Iraq in the 1930s, this clay jar from around 200 BCE holds a copper cylinder and an iron rod. Fill it with an acidic liquid like vinegar or lemon juice, and boom, you've got a primitive battery generating a small electric current. Now, why would an ancient Mesopotamian need electricity? Some say it was for electroplating jewelry. Others, they whisper it's a leftover from a time traveler's toolkit. Then there's the Antikythera mechanism, pulled from a Greek shipwreck dated to 150 BCE. This thing's a bronze gear-driven computer. Yeah, you heard that right. Used to predict eclipses and track planetary movements, it's so advanced nothing like it shows up again for over 1,000 years. Was it a one-off genius invention, or did someone from the future drop it off? And don't get me started on the Koso artifact, a spark plug found inside a geode in California, dated to 500,000 years old. Scientists argue it's just a modern object encased in fast-forming rock. But 500,000 years? That's a stretch even for the skeptics. These artifacts challenge everything we know about history. Are they proof of lost civilizations with tech we've forgotten? Or, stay with me here, could they be breadcrumbs left by temporal visitors, people slipping through wormholes, parallel dimensions, or even time machines? We'll dig deeper after the break, including a mind-blowing find from South America that might just seal the deal. Stick around.
Hey, Shadow Seekers, Juniper here. How wild is this episode so far? Matt's got us wondering if time travelers are leaving their junk behind in ancient dirt. Spark plugs and geodes, batteries in Babylon. I don't know about you, but my brain's buzzing with possibilities. Are these artifacts proof of something bigger, or just history playing tricks on us? Coming up, Matt's got more bizarre finds that might just tip the scales. If you're loving this ride, please like and subscribe and follow us on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook, and catch us on all the podcast directories. You can also catch us out on patreon.com/shadow frequency. And if you got an idea for an episode or want to advertise with us, you can hit us up there or email shadowpodcast@protonmail.com. And we like to jump into the mail bag a little bit here each episode now. This one's from Lisa in Texas. Says, hey, Matt and Juniper, I can't get enough of the shadow frequency. You guys are my paranormal lifeline. That John Teeter episode had me glued to my headphones. Matt, the way he laid out his wild time travel claims like the IBM 5100 and those cryptic forum posts made me question everything. Juniper, your intros always pull me right into the spooky zone. I'm obsessed with how you tackle these mind-bending topics. Keep the weirdness coming. Thanks, Lisa. And then this one's from Ethan in Michigan. Says, Dear Shadow Frequency team, says, I've been a fan since the first episode, and your Shadow People deep dive was pure gold. Matt, your take on those dark figures lurking in the corner of your eye gave me legit goosebumps. Especially that listener story about the hat-wearing shadow. Juniper, your sign-offs are the cherry on top of every creepy episode. This podcast feeds my paranormal obsession perfectly. Don't ever stop. Well, thanks, Ethan. We appreciate the comments. And we'll get back now to Matt and Ancient Artifacts Out of Time.
Welcome back, Shadow Chasers. Before the break, we were peeling back the layers of time with Ooparts. Now let's head to South America for one of my favorites, the Ica stones. Found in Peru, these engraved rocks, thousands of them, show humans riding dinosaurs, performing surgeries, and using telescopes. Dated to pre-Columbian times, they've got skeptics screaming hoax. But here's the kicker. Some of these stones were documented before modern paleontology nailed down what dinosaurs even look like. How's that possible unless someone saw them firsthand or came from a time when that knowledge existed? Then there's the London hammer, a 19th century tool found encased in rock millions of years old. The wood's partially coalified. It's like it's been buried forever. But the iron head, still intact. Geologists can't agree on how it got there, but the time travel crowd's got a theory. Someone dropped it on a prehistoric picnic. So what's the takeaway? These artifacts, Baghdad batteries, Antikythera gears, Ica stones, could be flukes. Sure, but what if they're not? What if they're echoes of temporal visitors, explorers, scientists, or even tourists from the future, leaving their mark? Next time you're digging in your backyard, keep an eye out. You might just find a cell phone in a clay pot. Until next week, keep questioning the shadows. Juniper, take us out.
And that's it for tonight's dive into the unknown on the Shadow Frequency. I'm Juniper, your producer, and it's been a blast watching Matt unravel the mystery of these time-bending artifacts. Are they proof of visitors from beyond your timeline? You decide. If you enjoyed tonight's episode, don't miss the next journey into the abyss. Until then, stay curious, stay strange, and keep your ears tuned to the shadows. Good night, seekers.
A huge thank you to all our amazing listeners for tuning in to the Shadow Frequency. We're so grateful to have you with us on this journey. Our hope is to spark your curiosity about the unknown, what's lurking out there in the shadows waiting to be explored. Keep listening, keep wondering, and let's uncover the mysteries together. Much love from the team at the Shadow Frequency.